Are you a chiropractor with a struggling practice, having a hard time finding and keeping patients? Is your staff falling short of expectations? I'm Dr. Scott Sawyer, and DC Trainings has the answers that you need. So tune in now and find out how. Hello, and welcome to DC Trainings. I'm Dr. Scott Sawyer. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I am excited to be with you today, and we're going to talk about the next section of Module 6, which is Goals and Marketing. This week is week 4, which is Referral Marketing. And I just want to lead into this by saying that referrals, as when it comes to new patients and marketing, are hands down the best compliment you can get, because it means that your existing patient is speaking highly of you, they're happy with their results, and they're actually talking to people about you in their daily routines. So of all the referral marketing of all the marketing strategies that we're going to talk about in DC Trainings, this one is by and large the best, and it's the least expensive, right? You don't have to pay for Google ads, you don't have to pay for Facebook ads, you don't have to buy materials. You just need to have patients that are happy with the care that you provide. And of course, in chiropractic, we have miracles on a daily basis where our patients are excited about the results they're getting through the chiropractic adjustment, through the correction of the subluxation, through the releasing of the innate potential of the body to heal itself, and all of the above. So it's really just a great approach to take. And I want to just plant this seed for you that on a daily basis, when you're in practice or even when you're not in practice, you should be thinking about ways to stimulate your referral marketing. How can you get more word of mouth? How can you stimulate more referrals? How can you have more people talking about you with their friends and family? So that's the first part of today's topic. I'm going to jump in right now because there's quite a bit to cover. There's different ways that you can initiate and stimulate referral marketing. So we're going to cover those in a variety of different ways. So just stick with me as we go through these topics. Some of them are more simple. Some of them are a little more advanced. But either way, utilize them. Maybe start with the simple ones, work up to the advanced. Or maybe you already have the simple ones in place. You can start to incorporate the advanced. But I'll just finish by saying that really through referral marketing, sky's the limit in terms of how many new patients you want to see referred to you through these different avenues that I'll show you. So let's jump in. Let me share my screen and let's talk about referral marketing. And as you can see, we are already in week 4 of Module 6. So it's moving quick. Hang on for the ride, and here we go. Even with the topics that we've covered already, if there is a topic that you want to ask a question about or go back to or revisit, please just raise your hand, type in a comment, let me know what your question is, and I'll be happy to answer that as we go through this. So let's go forward here. So in referral marketing, one of the keys here is that you want to make sure that your existing patients are sending you new patients all the time, and there's literally no cost to you. I mean, your patients are the best advertisements that you can get, and there's ways that you can stimulate that word of mouth through your patients. So we're going to talk about 3 main topics. There's more that we'll cover too, but there's 3 main ones. And I want to remind you that our next seminar is coming up quickly. It's just a little over a month away on January 13th. So that'll be at my office in Santa Cruz. Please RSVP online. I know many of you have already done that, but please RSVP online at dctrainings.com. Let us know you're coming. Let us know who in your team is coming, and that way we can have our seats ready. We can have the best presentation for you, and we'll make sure that the lights are on and you're ready to go. So so please RSVP online for that seminar, and I look forward to seeing many that I haven't seen of you in quite some time. So I look forward to seeing you in person at that seminar. All right, so as it says on the screen, your time with your existing patients is valuable marketing time. Now, I know that we develop great relationships with our patients. I'm going to expand my screen for this because with our existing patients, we have these great relationships. We have this great rapport, and it's easy to talk about other things. In fact, and I love to share this story because I still take care of him, but I take care of somebody that I went to high school with. We've been friends since high school, and we had gone to parties together and surfed together and just hung out together. And there's a difference when I see him still surfing from when I'm in the office taking care of him as his doctor. So there's a different hat that we put on. So when he comes in to get adjusted, I'm going to go back to the slide here. My time with him could easily be consumed with us talking about surfing or some of the great memories that we have around town as kids. But my time when he's in the office is focused on what he's paying me to provide. Now, what is he paying me to provide? It's to talk about chiropractic, and it's to talk about his response to the care that I'm providing. Now, with that, though, there can be, around the topic of chiropractic, there can be additional items added into that conversation about marketing to his friends and referring others into the office, right? And I'll show you how to do that today, but I just want you to understand the difference when you have a limited amount of time with your patient. Each time they come to see you, you don't want to blow it by talking about things that really don't apply to what they're paying you for, to their chiropractic care, to the results they're getting, or to that moment that you have to actually do some marketing for your practice and spread the word of chiropractic. Now, the next line says, every satisfied patient knows someone who can benefit like they have. And what I want to highlight around this is that when your patients are coming to see you, they're focused on themselves, and rightfully so. They should be. They're focused on getting results. They're focused on what they have to do in the office and being comfortable in that environment. And that's fine. So we want to kind of drip into that scenario opportunities where we can stimulate referrals. And I'll show you how to do that when we get into the script part of our presentation today. But just know that all of your patients have contacts and connections that live right down the road or close by that need chiropractic care and can benefit from the chiropractic care that your patient's receiving for themselves too. So we want to make sure that we keep that in our headspace as we're taking care of our patients. So the first one is the referral marketing outline and script. And for this, and actually I apologize, I wasn't quite prepared like I should be. So there we go. So I've got my binder here, DC Trainings binder. I know all of you have this as well. We're going to open up to this page on referral marketing so we can go through some of these specifics. Actually, you know what? That's not going to be as effective as what I want to do. So I'm going to back up. And I apologize. I'm going to back up here because we're going to come back to that when we go through the script on the page. You'll be able to see it better. I'll be able to go through it better. So the first one is the referral marketing outline and script. And in this, I give you 3 essential tools to stimulating referrals into your practice, whether you, doctor, or I know there's CAs on the call. Hi, Emily. Nice to see you today. Whether you, doctors, or CAs are referring them directly into the practice, or whether you're getting your patients involved so that they are referring people into your practice. So there's 3 different opportunities for that, which I'll show you. And here's a sample practice video. I'm hoping that the sound's going to come through. This is why I actually wanted to wait to show you that out of my binder. Sorry to hear that. Oh, I guess, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Would you like to schedule an appointment this week? Do you have some time?
Yes, that would be great.
Perfect. And what time is good for you, morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
An afternoon appointment?
Yeah.
How about tomorrow, which would be Thursday, maybe at 3 o'clock? Would that work for you?
Yeah, 3 will be
Great, great. Let me go ahead and get your name and phone number.
okay. Danielle Ford,
Yeah,
925-525-6439.
great. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you my card here with our phone number and address on it. So I have you down tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And can you make that appointment?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, because I have kind of a tight schedule, so I just want to make sure we'll set that time aside for you. So make sure you're on time so I can spend the full amount of time necessary with you. I'm going to go ahead and take your information and go ahead and send that back to my front desk person. She'll call and give you a confirmation for that time, and I look forward to taking care of you.
Great, thank you so
Great.
much.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
All right. So hopefully, and actually just Dr. Knitsch, raise your hand if you could hear that. hoping that you could hear that sound come through. Oh yes, okay, great. Thank you very much for that. You can put your hand down. I just wanted to make sure because there's a little checkbox in the Zoom toolbar that says share sound from the speaker or from the video, and I checked that box, but I just wanted to make sure. Anyways, so a couple things that were in that video that were really important. One, he had a great conversation with somebody that he just met. This is Dr. Mora, but he just met this person randomly anywhere. It could be at the grocery store, it could be at the gas station, which, by the way, if you're going to the gas station and you want more new patients and you're paying at the pump, bad call, right? Because you could go into the gas station and you could actually talk to a person in the gas station, pay inside, gives them something to do, and that could be a potential new patient for you. So everywhere you go, people that you meet or have the opportunity to meet could be a referral new patient for you. The restaurant, the bank, the gas station, the grocery store, all of these places are places where you're meeting people and you are able to make that kind of connection. So that's number one. Number two, you'll notice how Dr. Mora handed a card to this new patient, Danielle, and he wrote down an appointment time on that card and gave it to her. So she actually has a scheduled appointment, as opposed to him handing her a card and just saying, call me when you get a chance, right? She actually has a commitment that she made. And what's nice about that is that most people, when they learn that you're a chiropractor and they say, oh, you're a chiropractor. Oh, that's so great. I wish you could help me with my neck pain. And you go, well, guess what? I could see you tomorrow, potentially. Let's make an appointment. Oh, okay, great. So to take that extra step will ensure that you actually have new patients coming in to see you. So that's number two. Number three, what you may have noticed, actually, and there's 4 steps I'm going to give you here. So number one was to make an appointment. Number two was number two is going to be to get the patient's information, right? Get their name and their phone number and make sure that you can actually get back to them with that confirmation that he talked about of the appointment, right? And then the last part was he gave her the card with the appointment information. And he held on to that card for a little while. He didn't just release it. What he did was what's called the push off. And the push off means I'm going to give you this card and you go to take it, but then I'm holding on to it. And you're like, why are you still holding on to it? Because I want to make sure that if I give you this card, you're actually going to show up for the appointment. Okay, I have a busy schedule. If I give you this appointment card, I want to make sure you're going to be there. Yes, I'll be there. Great. And then you let go of it, right? So I just want to share that with you because those are some of the distinct things that will make this work better. And of course, ultimately, this person wants an appointment. Let's just make sure that it happens, right? Instead of fishing, we're going to actually catch some fish. Big difference, right? Okay, so that was Dr. Mora's example there. And I wanted to share that with you because he did a great job of really highlighting those essential points. There we go. In that interaction that he had with his new patient. Now, the next one up is the testimonial marketing. For this one, I want to show you some pictures. And testimonial marketing means that you're taking your existing patients who are getting great results and you're sharing their story in a way that stimulates other people to refer people to you. Now, let me explain what that means. If I'm a patient who comes in and I have low back pain, and you adjust me as my chiropractor, and the low back pain goes away, 2 thumbs up, I'm a happy customer, right? What I probably didn't even think about in that equation is that chiropractic care may also help someone with headaches or stomach cramps or foot pain or insomnia, and I could just go on and on and on. All the things that occur in the body when there's interference to the nervous system are potentially improved with chiropractic care. Am I right? So we want to make sure that we're helping our patients to understand the broader concept of how chiropractic care helps people. And that broader concept comes with sharing these stories with them through what? Symptoms. Now, I know for you straight chiropractors out there, your subluxation chiropractors, that chiropractic care is not supposed to focus on symptoms. It's supposed to maximize the function of the body without nerve interference so that the body can express full health potential for as long as possible. I understand that and I agree with that. I get that. But as BJ Palmer said, symptoms sell. He had 2 quotes that I want to share with you. One, symptoms sell. And number two, he said, attract the eye to reach the mind. Attract the eye to reach the mind, meaning that what are our patients thinking about when they think of health problems? They don't think of malfunction or anything less than 100% optimum health. What they think about is they think about symptoms. And the reason why they think about this when they think of poor health is because that's what the media sells to them, right? I mean, pharmaceutical companies they pay a lot of money to advertise to us how symptoms can be treated through medicine, through drugs. So we think about poor health in ways of symptoms. And then we are attracted to that. And this goes back a long ways, right? All the way back to the beginning of chiropractic and probably beyond that, where symptoms sell. And attract the eye to reach the mind means that we want to meet our patients where they're at, where they're thinking, hey, I've got symptoms. I need some healthcare solution. I need something to solve this. So we want to meet them where they're at. And the way that we do this is we stimulate their thoughts around other symptoms besides what brought them in. And we do this by sharing testimonials. So if I'm a patient that came in with low back pain, and I see a story of another patient who had headaches that benefited from chiropractic care, that will stimulate me to think, oh, wow, you know what? My coworker, he's been complaining of headaches. Or, oh, my mom, she's been having headaches. I didn't even think of that. But you know what? Chiropractic care would be great for her. So that's the first part of what I'm about to show you. The second part is it builds authority. It builds trust. It builds you as an authority on these topics around healthcare and namely symptoms in the minds of your patients. And all they have to do is to simply walk through the office. Let me show you how. So let me share my screen and I'll show you how you can do this. And it's very effective for stimulating referrals. You want more referrals? Definitely incorporate testimonial marketing. So here we go. So here's a sample, right? And this is in your materials. This is on the website, how to create impressive testimonials. And this goes through a step-by-step process that you'll use to get these testimonials on your walls and make sure that they're impressive. Your patients will literally be impressed. I want to just real quickly share a story with you because just this week I had a new patient come in and I'm sorry, this was a new patient last week. She had her report of findings. She started care. She signed up and paid. But the 3 steps for a new patient to be considered a start when they come in and have their report of findings is number 1, they get adjusted. Number 2 is they set up all their appointments for their care plan, not let's see how the pain goes and we'll schedule as we go. So they get adjusted, they set up their full care plan and they make their first payment. That's what is considered to be we call it a start, or you might, in sales, you would call that a close, but a report of findings start in DC trainings means those three things have happened. So this patient came in, she paid, she got adjusted, she set up all her appointments. She came back last week and she said, I can't do this. I need to pull out of the appointments. I can't afford this. Now, as she was telling me that, and this is the point I want to make, she looked me in the eye and she said, you know what? I just want to tell you, I've only had 2 adjustments and I am so impressed with your office. I don't want to stop. I'm really, really committed to getting chiropractic care. I don't want to stop. And then she said, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I see all these stories around your office of other patients that have had amazing results, and I want those results. I want to get those results. Unfortunately, I've had some things come up. My budget's tight. When I went home and looked at my finances after I came in to see my x-rays, I realized I just can't afford that for the long term. And so if we can work something out, that would be great because I want to get the care I need and it's based on what I'm seeing around the office and I want those results to happen for me. So I'm sharing that story with you because your walls can advertise for you, right? So let's go back to our screen here and I'll share this with you. All right, so let me show you an example. Oh, and I'm sorry, leading up to it. So this is how this works. I did the testimonial outline. I'm just going to quickly show you this. This is the questions that you'll have your patient answer when they come in and share these results with you. So if you have a patient that comes in and says, doctor, I've had these amazing results. My headaches are gone. You can take this paper and you can say, that is so great, John. I'm so happy to hear that. Please fill out this form. Just answer these questions just briefly. Doesn't have to be in depth. Just write out a couple things down. and then leave it here with us. I'll call you, or my staff will call you. We'll fill in more details and we'll put together a story to share your results, right? And so they do that. They get the questions filled out. They give the information. Your CAs can do a consultation, or you can, to get more information and details. And then from there, what you'll do is you'll create this. And this is how the walls of your office can advertise for you. Okay, there's posters here, or pictures here. There's surfing pictures. There's a picture on the right side with an actual syringe. I took the needle out, so it's not dangerous, but there's a syringe with a cap on. There's a bottle of insulin, and there's a story about how this patient healed of diabetes thanks to chiropractic, right? Now, if I'm a low back pain patient, I'm not thinking about chiropractic care and diabetes. But if my mom has diabetes or my wife has diabetes and I see that poster, guess what I'm thinking about now? Down at the back here, there's another story down here with Karen. She had high blood pressure, and it said blood pressure normalized after my adjustments. And it's her story about how she came in with high blood pressure. She was adjusted, and her blood pressure completely normalized. On the right side, there's a pretty amazing picture of a bicyclist. He's went off a jump. He's upside down in the air, about 20 feet in the air, and he's completely upside down, flying through the air. It's a very impressive picture. And then it has a little note that he signed. Thanks to Dr. Sawyer, I'm flying high again. So again, if I'm somebody coming in with low back pain and I have a friend who's a bicyclist who hasn't been on his bicycle because he's been hurting, and I see that picture, I'm going to go, hey, you know what? I've got to refer my friend to go see Dr. Sawyer. I've got to refer my friend to go see Dr. Knitsch. He needs to go see him because I want him to get back on his bike again. Or over here, allergies, gone with the wind. This is a guy who was suffering from allergies, and through chiropractic care, he now does at least one, if not two, Ironman marathons per year, right? He wasn't even able to run before because his allergies were so bad. He was taking Claritin and all kinds of drugs. And what you can't see on this, because it's cut off, but on top of the frame of this picture, there's a couple bottles of I think it's Claritin and another one, but it's bottles of prescription drugs that he was taking to cope with these allergies. Well, since I've been taking care of him, allergies are gone with the wind. And there's his story, and above him is the boxes of drugs he used to take, just like down here, the syringe that this diabetic used to have to take. He doesn't have diabetes anymore. We put those up for display. There's a surfer. There's another one here of a kid with growing pains. So these are the stories. Let me keep going. There's another one here. This is another angle. So on this, so we saw this one. This was the allergy testimonial I just showed you. So right around the corner, what's on the next wall? More testimonials, right? More testimonials and more stories. Over here, I was the team chiropractor for the Warriors basketball team for 8 years. I'm not anymore because they wanted me to put on a mask, and I didn't want to put on a mask. So I stopped. I withdrew from the team. But I have pictures of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and all these different high-end NBA basketball players. And that, again, builds authority. It builds recognition through our patients. It builds that, wow, this is a doctor who's taking care of the Warriors. He must know what he's doing, or however you want to phrase that. It builds that trust with our patients just by what they're seeing on the walls. So we want to build this up. In fact, I only have 1 or 2 posters in my entire office that are actual posters that you would buy, that are about chiropractic. You could start with those, but eventually you want to move to these more customized testimonials. Both of the posters that are purchased posters, if you will, both of them are immediately adjacent to an actual testimonial by a patient. There's one that's a pregnancy poster that says pregnancy helps, or chiropractic care helps with pregnancy. And immediately next to it is a picture of my patient who was pregnant, who had a normal delivery, and she attributes it to her chiropractic care. So this is, again, in the words of BJ Palmer, this is called selling your chiropractic, not just chiropractic in general, but your chiropractic. This is why patients are going to drive past many other chiropractic offices to come see you, because they want the results that you can get them, as opposed to just going to a general chiropractor. One other thing I'll just mention that's fun is, and take a good look at this screen, because I'm going to just minimize it for a second here, but The one thing I'll mention is that about every 6 months, I go through and I rotate the posters and I move them around. And it's fun because I don't necessarily always have to have new posters, although I have a couple of new testimonials that I'm working on right now. But when I rotate the posters, a patient will say, hey, I never saw this poster before, this story before. This is great. This is a new story about a patient of yours. That's amazing. I never saw it before. And I say, oh, well, thank you. You know, we're getting great results all the time. So we wanted to put up some new stories. And I keep it vague in general because, you know, obviously I don't want to lie to a patient at all. But that poster was actually just up in a different room before, and they hadn't gone in that room yet. So we rotate the posters about every 6 months, just move them around, keeps it fresh, keeps it new, and your patients will notice those different stories. Okay, so let's keep going. That's the testimonial marketing that I want you to implement, right? The next one is coupon marketing. For coupon marketing, this ties in with the testimonial marketing, and there's 3 parts. There's a promotional coupon, there's the condition of the month, and there's the patient of the month. So the way this works, when you go through the outline, you'll see this, but the promotional coupon means that we print out a bunch of business cards. I used to call them free exam cards until there was a law that came out that said you can't give away a free exam because you probably are charging insurance for it. So if you're charging insurance for something and then you're giving that same service away for free to your patients, that's a no-no. But what we can do is we can always give away something that's free when it's always free. So what do we have for free? In my office, we have a consultation. Anytime, whether it's an insurance representative, which doesn't happen very often, or a patient, I'm happy to meet with them and have a free consultation. I'll, talk to you about a case, talk to you about a symptom, a health challenge, whatever it is. I'll be happy to talk with you. That's a free consultation. And since it's always free, we can put that on our coupons as a free service, and we can then have those coupons have additional discounts. Now, within legal limits, of course, you can offer discounts. So let's go through, and I'll give you some examples of how this works. So the first one is, here is a discount evaluation card. And on the back of that card is the services that are discounted, right? So this coupon provides $150 off normal prices. You pay only $85, and it gives all of the services that are on there. It is centered around a condition. Now, I'm going to tie this in with those 3 things. We have the condition, we have the promotional coupon, we have the condition of the month, and we have the patient of the month. So just bear with me, take some notes. The way this works is I'm starting with the promotional coupon. Now, you'll want to make 12 of these, meaning that for each month of the year, you'll have a different condition that you showcase. And you're going to showcase this in a certain specific way. But again, it goes back to bringing that awareness to your patients about other conditions that doesn't apply to them, but it applies to people that they know, and they'll refer those people to you. Okay. So you're going to make 12 of these. This is just an example of one of them. So 1 month, we're going to showcase migraine headaches. We're going to have a testimonial that's related to that, because you've been collecting testimonials based on what I just showed you. And you're going to collect testimonials for each of your condition of the months throughout the year. So have at least 12 testimonials with different conditions that you would like to showcase. So this one is from Dawn M, who says, I'm finally migraine free and the Tylenol is in the trash. Now, on my wall in the office is a story from Dawn with her picture. It's framed, and on the top of it, it has a little trash can that I took it from one of my kids when they were younger. He had a trash can that came with one of his Tonka trucks or something. I took it. He had a fit. I had to pay him off to get it. But I put that little trash can in my testimonial. So Dawn's Tylenol bottle is above the trash can, and the Tylenol is pouring into the trash. And there's a picture of Dawn, and then it tells her story, right? Well, that frame testimonial is going to go up at the front desk. Now, I'm going to show you a different example because I want to mix it up with different symptoms. Here's another testimonial that we have, and this is with this patient who had heartburn, and the heartburn disappeared. And once again, there's her medications that she used to take. And in this case, it tells her story. And one of the conditions of the month that we showcase is heartburn. And then her story goes right up on the wall next to the front desk. There's a framed picture. There's her story. And I'm gonna tie all this together in just a moment. Because, well, actually, let me just do it right now. Well, no, let me keep going. I'm sorry. So this is another condition of the month. There's her story. It's framed. There's the drugs, all of that. And that a little part of that testimonial would go on to our promotional coupon that is showcasing how we can help with heartburn. That's a condition of the month, right? See how this is starting to tie together? We have the condition of the month. We have the promotional coupon. We have the testimonial that goes with it. And we really start to put these 12 conditions together in the office so that each month we're showcasing a condition and we're marketing for more referrals. All right, let me keep going. And if this is a good time to just say, if you have any questions, please raise your hand, let me know. My CA is in charge of all of these. I have one CA, she's our new patient marketing CA, and she orchestrates all of these together. Okay, so let's jump ahead. Now here's the patient of the month. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, this is a patient who actually, he came in and informed me that based on his chiropractic care and his results, he's deciding to become a chiropractor. So of course, that was a great qualifying factor. So he became our patient of the month and we're recognizing him. And for that, we give him a gift certificate to, I think it's like an Amazon gift certificate that he won, or it's a, just some kind of a nice gift. I think for him, we might've given him a cervical pillow to take home. So to be eligible for the patient of the month means that as patients, they know that they want to share their stories with us, with the potential of getting a testimonial framed and being entered in for a drawing for the patient of the month. So they're vying for that. They want to share the results with us. And wow, I might actually win patient of the month. And for him, I made sure that I took a picture of it. We posted it on our Facebook page when he won his prize. I think it was a pillow, but he won his prize. It was on the Facebook page. It was at the front desk. Congratulations. So we put these little signs up letting people know, with the patient's permission, of course, but we let them know that there was a winner. The patient of the month went to so-and-so, and here was the prize. Congratulations to him. And he's going to chiropractic school. Or this patient of the month had incredible results with headaches. Here's their story. They won patient of the month. Congratulations. And it all starts to build into this cycle. Okay, so, and there you go. Patient, and this is actually great because we can have that framed testimonial that goes on the wall, like the ones I showed you. But we also have a real straightforward patient of the month. Now, for when we have our seminar here next month in January, I want all of you to come to the seminar because you're going to walk around my office and you're going to see these actual stories and testimonials. I walk my talk. You'll see these around my office and you'll get to see the patient of the month frame, which has a little clip right here. It's a plastic clip. And we can just slide a photo in and out of there very easily. It doesn't actually get framed in. It's right on top of it. So every month we take out the picture, we put in a new picture. Likewise, over here, I want to use my mouse again. Right here, it recognizes how they won patient of the month. Now, in this month, we were recognizing a patient who had not missed any appointments. So we wanted to thank her. Thank you for your consistency to chiropractic care. And we wanted to thank her for being consistent with her appointments. Now, what does that do? That lets our other patients know that we appreciate that. And it gets them thinking about, wow, I better stay consistent with my appointments, right? Maybe I'll get patient of the month. That's what that's for. Okay. So we have different topics that we can recognize our patient of the month for. Makes it fun. And we change it up. So it gets a lot of fun that way. But here's our patient of the month. Now I want to just, oops, I'm sorry. And you know what? You guys have to let me know, but I didn't share my screen for that yet. Okay. So here's our patient of the month. Sorry about that. So let me just say that real quickly again. This plastic clip has the ability to just slide a photo in and out of it. So it's not framed under the glass. These three boxes on top and the star, those are all framed behind the glass. But we attached a plastic little sleeve here and here, and those we can change out at any time. So every month there's a new picture that goes in here, and every month there's a new title that goes in here. And we can recognize things like consistency of care, thanks for the referrals, outstanding results. That's, well, I can't think of what the other ones are right now, but But thank you for I mean, there's 3 right there that you could recognize your patients for, and they could win patient of the month. And that goes right up by the front desk. So patients walk in, they see it. Wow, congratulations to so-and-so who won patient of the month. And then they want to go for it too. Okay. Okay. So any questions so far? I know I've covered a lot there, but just want to make sure that everybody has a chance to ask questions. Okay, let me keep going. So the last one is appreciation marketing, and we're actually right in the middle of doing this right now. So we have our holiday promotion happening, and we have a box on the counter that's collecting raffle tickets, and there's a ton of raffle tickets in that box. Why? Because they want to win some prizes. And what we're doing is we're showing our patients how much we appreciate them, and we're doing that by giving them an opportunity to win prizes through their appointments, coming to their appointments, referring other patients in, writing a review online. Those are the big ones, right? So by doing those things, they're actually accumulating these raffle tickets that are going into a drawing for a prize that will happen right during the holiday season coming up in this month. So by doing this, you appreciate your loyal patients and you show commitment to your community. Plus, it builds respect, rapport. It positions you as an authority in the topic of healthcare in your community. All of those things are happening by doing these things. So I wanted to show you a quick little video. This was actually a patient appreciation event that we did several years ago. I just wanted to put this up for fun because this kind of goes to show the energy that you can use to build momentum with this kind of marketing, and it definitely builds referrals, tons of referrals. So we'll just play this video. Okay, so obviously you can see we were having a lot of fun in that video, and lots of people were there. We had food, we had music, we had prizes, all of those things. So so from there, let me just move this down here. There we go. Okay, so going over our materials, I want to just show you this. But again, just have fun with it. One of the materials I want to show you is this one here, which is the referral marketing outline and script. As I mentioned, we have 3 areas in here where there's scenarios for bringing in new patients. Okay. So the first one is what I showed you the video with Dr. Mora, which thank you, Dr. Mora and Danielle, for that outstanding video. The DC or CA meets a lead in person, right? The lead being a potential new patient. And it just talks about how to do exactly what Dr. Mora did to get them scheduled and have a new patient come out of that. The next one is if you have an existing patient that brings somebody into your practice, and this happens for all of us, right? If you have a person that brings in their spouse with them when they just happen to come in for an appointment, out of being polite, the spouse may say, that's okay, I'll just sit in the lobby while my spouse goes back and gets adjusted. I'll wait here. I just had this happen yesterday. So here we go. Case in point, I had a child come in for his adjustment, and his dad was with him, and the dad said, I'll just wait up front. Well, prior to that, who brought the child in was the mom, and the mom had already, I attempted to bring her in as a new patient. She said, no, that's okay. Let's bring in our son. I want to make sure he gets better. Well, yesterday, the dad brought the son. I hadn't even met him yet. And he came in. My staff sent him back to the room with the son, with the patient, and the dad signed up for a new patient appointment. And that's by doing this right here. So if somebody brings someone into your practice, that person should go into a room with your patient, and you should approach that from a standpoint of helping them to set up an appointment as a new patient, right, to get chiropractic care. And then the third is if a patient comes in and says, hey, do you guys help with, well, I'll just show you the script. Do you help people with X symptom? I know someone that you could help. I've been trying to get my friend to come and see you. Now, how many of us have had that happen? Boy, I wish I could get my friend to come and see you. I wish I could get my wife to come in and see you. I really want to get them to come in because I know you could help them like you've helped me, right? That happens all the time with our existing patients. Well, how do you turn that into a new patient appointment where they're actually coming in to see you so that you can check their spine and see if they would benefit from chiropractic care? That's on this script. Okay. And it's all there. And it even includes some things they might say like, oh, I can't come in right now. I'm not experiencing symptoms, whatever it is. All those are on there. So it's all covered for you in that script. So definitely take the time to review that. The next one is what I showed you a clip of, which is the testimonial marketing, an outline and sample. So on that, it just goes through a step-by-step of exactly what to do to get those testimonials in place and up on the wall so that you can then showcase your practice to your patients. And so you can also use them as condition of the month to market with your promotional coupons and stimulate more referrals. Okay, so that's there for you. You can read through that. Here's the testimonial questions. So this is what we actually hand to our patients to fill out and answer. And that is anytime a patient says, hey, doc, I've had amazing results. Wow, that's fantastic. Would you be willing to put that into a little story? I'd love to share that with patients. And I'll even just take it a step further. If you haven't been doing this, it's a lot of fun. For me, I have so many testimonials around the office. My first question is, how would you like to be up on the wall like these guys? I mean, that's amazing what you just shared with me. How would you like other patients to see that for you? I mean, think of how many people you could help by letting others know about these kinds of results. You mean I could be on the wall right there like that? Yeah, you could. Wow, that's amazing. I'd do that, right? It's an opportunity for them to be famous in some way, and patients love it. So, so if you already have testimonials on the walls, show that to your patients. Hey, how would you like to help others like these patients have? And let's go ahead and get your story and put it together. So those questions are there for you. And then over here, we have coupon marketing. And this is a specific outline. This is what I started to tell you about. And then I thought, well, I'll wait till I show this to you. This is how to use the coupons, the promotional coupons, to market your practice and to tie in with, and it says it right here, with the condition of the month. And I've given you samples over here. There's actually 12 sample conditions of the month. They're common things that we see patients. And I know, by textbook, we're musculoskeletal as chiropractors, but we all know that when the chiropractic adjustment releases the innate potential, that there's all kinds of healing capacity that occurs, and all sorts of unhealthy situations can resolve and heal through the innate power of the body. So these are all areas where you can showcase your patients and share that with other patients to stimulate those referrals. Now, it says on here, for the first half of each month, we put that frame up on the wall with a condition of the month. Okay, so, and I'm going to walk through this flow with you for just a moment. So the first half of the month, first 2 weeks, actually, let me even back up further. On the first, where is it? Right here. On the first Monday, Wednesday, or Friday of the month, I print out 1,000 promotional coupons for each condition of the month on an annual basis. So I'll just say that first. So I have 1,000. My goal is to pass out 1,000 promotional coupons per month. Okay, that's just our goal. And based on the volume of my practice, we can do that. Your practice, maybe you want to do 250, maybe you want to do 500, just depends on how many patients you're seeing. But the point of it is to, at the beginning of the month, there's a box of promotional coupons that land on my desk, and I stuff my pockets, and every patient that I see on that day gets 3 promotional coupons. They're the same coupon, but there's 3 of them because I want them to pass them out to 3 different people on each month. So since I'm giving those cards to every patient on the first day of the month, then they all have them and they can give those to their friends. Now, here, the rotation of it happens like this. So on the first Monday, let's say it's December. So the first Monday of December, I pass out the coupons. In January, I don't want to do it on Monday because there's a lot of patients that come in weekly and only come in on Mondays, or there's a lot of patients that come in weekly and only come in on Fridays. I don't want to miss them. So on the first Monday of January, for example, I'll get the cards passed out. Then in February, I'll do it on Wednesday, the first Wednesday in February. Then on March, I'll do it on the first Friday of March, so that different patients are getting the cards on different days if they're set to coming in on that day of the week each time they come. Then we'll mix it. We'll say on Tuesday of the month, and then we'll go to Saturday of the month. So whatever days you're open, alternate those days so that you pass out these coupons to your patients on different days. Now, when I pass it out, and I'm going to open up my screen. So let's say, for example, we're going to do blood pressure. So here we are, the first Monday of December, and I give, let's see, Dr. Glenn, Matt, great to see you on the call today. Matt, it's great to see you today. Let me get you adjusted. Okay, and I adjust you. By the way, here's 3 cards or 4 cards. I'd like you to give this to your friends so that they can come in and see us. Now we're showcasing blood pressure this month. Did you see the story at the front desk? So, and Matt thinks, oh yeah, when I walked in, there was a brand new poster on the wall next to the front desk that was telling a story about somebody who had amazing results and normalized their blood pressure through chiropractic care. I saw that. I was reading it. That was really cool. Well, now fast forward, the patient's getting adjusted and the doctor's handing the patient 4 free exam sorry, I slipped. I called them free exam cards for so many years. 4 promotional coupons, 4 coupons with the topic of blood pressure on them. Now, so I go, Matt, can you give these to your friends? You saw the story at the front desk on blood pressure? Yes, I did. It's a great story, isn't it? Give these to your friends. Now, I just want to remind you, they don't have to have high blood pressure to use this coupon. We're just showcasing that condition this month. So if you know somebody with high blood pressure, please give it to them. But if you have friends or somebody that you know with other conditions that could possibly help with chiropractic care, they can still use the same coupon. Okay. And I give them those cards. And then I go on to the next patient. And I do the same for that patient and the same for the next patient. And every single patient that comes in on that day gets those 4 coupons or those 3 coupons, however many you want to pass out, they get those coupons. Okay. So let's go back to the screen. So that is the coupon part right here, sorry, that are delivered, which ties into the condition of the month, which is framed at the front counter. And it says up here, so for the first half of the month, we're going to do, or right on the first day of the month, we're going to pass these out. Then the condition of the month goes on the first half. And then for the second half of the month, that's down here, we go to the patient of the month. So for 2 weeks, there's a condition of the month at the front desk. And for the second 2 weeks, there's a patient of the month that we're recognizing for their amazing results or their amazing referrals or their amazing consistency. And we're recognizing that patient for the second half of the month. So it's always changing and it keeps it fresh for your patients. They don't come into a stale office with the same stuff on the walls for years and years and years. They're coming in and it's fresh and it's dynamic and it's changing and these stories are changing and it lets them know, yes, we are in practice getting results right now as we speak with different people. Okay, so that is oh yeah, and actually it says right here, delivery on the first day of the month, CA delivers the coupons. You rotate the days through the month to ensure everybody gets them. I carry the coupons in my pockets and give them to the patients during their adjustments. And here's the quote that goes with it. And then when then there's the follow-up. When the new patient arrives with the coupons, track the results using the marketing source report. It's in your materials, and track those results so you know how many patients use that coupon and you can start to track this. So what does that mean? I mean, obviously you want to know how many new patients this stuff is producing for you. Maybe you had a patient that had an amazing story with a gallbladder misfunction that resolved with chiropractic care. Fantastic. Their gallbladder healed and you showcase that and you make the coupons and you pass it out and none of them come back with none of your new patients that come in have ever even seen that coupon. Well, your patients probably didn't pass it out. Maybe they're not passing it out because you need to change your offer on the coupon. Maybe they're not passing it out because it's a condition that nobody's ever even heard of, right? So change it and track these things with the marketing source report, which is right here. I know a couple of you have not seen this before, so I'm going to go into here and just show you. Module 6 is where it's at. So let me share my screen. This time I remembered. You didn't even have to tell me that time. So in here, we want to use the referral marketing. And I'm sorry, no, it's in, where is our marketing source report? I know it's here. Oh, sorry about that beeping. Somebody's backing up outside. So we have our marketing source report in here. Gosh, I know it's here. I'm not seeing it right now. So I'm going to have to find that for you. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. It's in week 2 of module 6. So the marketing source report is right here, and it shows you where your new patients came from. So anytime a new patient calls in, we track that. Did they come through a referral and or other? Right here, you'd write under other, you would write, we put PC, so promotional coupon, and then we would put the topic of that one. So was it headaches? That's the promotional coupon for headaches. And we would note that. So we can see, like, we had 20 new patients last month from that promotional coupon that was on headaches. Wow. We're going to showcase that in the future and make sure that we stick with that because we saw how well it worked. So that's something that you want to just keep in mind as a way of promoting different conditions in the office and watching the results from each of those marketing avenues. So that's the marketing source report. And then during delivery, if a new patient lead is mentioned, immediately escort the patient to the reception CA and use referral marketing outline and script to schedule a tentative appointment. Okay, so really important with those promotional coupons. If you're passing them out and the patient says, oh, I know somebody that could use this, it's on headaches. I know somebody with headaches. Well, wow, let's, I'll tell you what, let's walk up to the front desk right now. We'll set up an appointment for your friend. Keep these coupons for somebody else. I'll honor it for your friend right now, as long as we just go up and set up this appointment. So you can actually do the marketing on the spot right then and there, and you'll have lots of new patients. Okay, so the next slide or next material that's in there, I want to just real quickly wrap up with this because this is the appreciation marketing. Now you saw in the video, you saw in the video the how big you can go with that, right? And I think in that patient appreciation marketing, we had over 100 people at the office just for one event. There was a raffle, there was music, like I said, there was food. It was just a great event. You can throw a big party like that and have literally hundreds of new patients over the next several months coming in to see you. That's one way to go. Or you could just do it small. You could have, the prize could be, we're going to have some food, like some fresh muffins in the morning for breakfast, some organic muffins or some organic fruits and vegetables in the afternoon. And we're just going to recognize the patients that took part in our raffle accumulation and show that we appreciate our patients. All of that is on this document. So you can do big events, or you can even just do some small ones. If you want to do a big one, then I have all of that in here. The scheduling, marketing and follow-up, the supplies that you need, sponsorship, content, a speech you can give. I've done all of this. I've done this many times in my own office. Additional tips. Here's the way to earn raffle tickets right there. You can put that on there, and that's how your patients can accumulate raffle tickets. So that's all on there for you to incorporate the appreciation marketing. Okay, so that was a lot today. I know we're right up against the hour. So are there any questions? Anything I can help you with? Raise your hand. I'm happy to answer any questions. Since you're still seeing my screen, I just want to share something with you, because when you go into the My Practice section, and I got into this last time when I was sharing success rates. The reason I want to share this with you again is because when we look at the success rates in our individual offices, in my office, we have changed how we measure those success rates in terms of what we're aiming for. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because you'll see here that our new patient is at, for example, 95%. And I'm not going to say who it was, but last week, I was talking about a doctor who has success rates up in the 140% percentile. To me, as your coach, what that tells me is that their goals are a little too ambitious. We want to tone those down. We really want to set ambitious goals to where we're in the 90th percentile. If it's over 100%, it was too easy. If it was less than 100%, well, then let's measure it. The goal is to get in the 90 to 100%. So if you're seeing your success rates at 150%, raise the goal. You're making it too easy. If you're seeing your success rates down in the 70, 80%, well, you've got some work to do. If it's in the 90 to 100%, you're spot on. It's a stretch, but you're working hard and it shows. So just want to recognize a couple of our top DC Trainings members right now. Oh, and by the way, because I did have a question with one of our new members, if you're wanting to put those numbers in, you would set up your goals on this page here, the input goals by quarter. Open up the quarter. It'll take you to, this is for the 3 months in the fourth quarter. You're going to put in your new patient goals, patient visit goals, and your revenue goals right into this screen, which then will show or display on the calendar screen. And on the calendar screen is where you get to see your results. And I'll show you that once this loads up. So for example, right here, you would have your goals appearing on the left, and then you would put in your actual numbers here. Just putting those in just takes a minute. You just plop them right in there, close that out, and then you go to your success rate reports and you look at how you're doing in terms of your overall success rate towards your goals. And once again, I don't share any of your goals with anyone. Yours are all confidential. I share mine because I want you to see how this works, but that's where you'll put your numbers in. So go to the calendar, put those numbers in, and then watch your success rates. This is a really powerful tool that I'm proud of in DC trainings. What a great time to be coming into this time of the year, right? We're just finishing out, we're coming in for a landing, and it's a great place to have a strong finish to give you a fresh start going into 2024, which I'm happy to help you through DC trainings to reach your goals, as always, so we can serve more patients and have a great time doing it. So with that, let's see. I think we're up against the hour. I don't see any hands up, so I think I'm going to skip through the questions today, but it's been great to be with you. And as always, if you have any questions, just email me at dctrainings@gmail.com. Happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon.
If you would like to become a member of DC Trainings, be sure to head on over to dctrainings.com to get started today.